Then Diccon Edwards came back. Obviously, been at the RFU. Diccon was someone you knew well from his time as academy manager. Do you think that was going to be a good progress for us?
Yeah, he was a Leeds man, wasn't he, really, Diccon? I think where we tried, someone from outside, someone else. I think traditionally we've always sort of Leeds people and been in-house, and everyone was looking forward to it. A lot of lads knew him, a lot of lads come through the academy with him, and yeah, it was like, well, it's been a really frustrating off-season, especially for myself, because we got relegated again. It was a tough one. A new appointment, and everyone was looking forward to it, really. That's a new start, new coach. Let's go at it again. Let's see what we got.
It was a strange format at the end of the season. It was a top 8 playoff to go up.
Crazy.
In the last regular season game, we absolutely destroyed London Welsh.
Yeah.
At Old Deer Park, and then they ended up getting promoted. It's a strange season.
It's crazy. It was crazy, and it was. At the time, I could never really understand why it was an 8-team playoff in the. It was like you played a league. You played how many games it was, 20 whatever games it was, and then you play another. I think it was two leagues of 4, wasn't it? And you play another playoff home and away, whatever it was. I've never known it. I've never experienced anything like that. I hope never to experience anything like that again, because it was just an obscene amount of games. It was just talk about pressure and being able to repeat performances and do it, because that was tough, and it wasn't like this recently where it's just semi-final, final. It was game after game after game to get to the semi-finals or final or whatever. It was crazy.
The following year, Newcastle have come down. We're no longer the Premiership team that's been relegated, so there's a bit of pressure off there. But they were massive favourites to go up.
Yeah, they were. I mean, they kept all their squad, didn't they? They kept all their funding, all the squad, and they were favourites. And it did take a bit of pressure off us, really. But then there's other pressure because you've got to go and beat them. But again, with the league structure being the way it wasn't about winning every game all year and finish top of the league. It was like, right, let's perform, let's build to the end of the season, get that top 4, get into the playoffs, and let's build. And that was a different sort of pressure. And I remember towards the end of the year I don't think we were in the top 4, and we had to win sort of like 6-8 games on the bounce to get into the top 4. And top 4, sorry. And I remember, I think Kev and Brian Mack come and spoke to us, and talked about what they did when they wanted to get into the playoffs and win things, and talked to us about their analogies they used, and we took it on board, to be fair, and that's what we did. Took every game as they were, every half, every minute, and we just built for that. And we had a good run at the end of that season. We had a good Scotty Freer. He played well. I was frustrated not to play, but the lad was playing well. What are you going to do? He performed, and guys like him led from the front. Buzzer led from the front, carrying the ball. That's what we wanted. That's what we needed. Jacob, led. He's a good captain, and it was good. It was real good, real tight unit. And we beat Newcastle here in the first leg. We went to their place and we were confident we could win, but I think on the back of a long season with not a massive squad, I think it was a little one to game too many. I think boys were tired by that point. I remember boys being tired, and it was just a lot of injuries. A lot of guys played a lot of game time. It was a hard game, and I remember the change rooms after that game. Real sad place to be. It's not nice when it's like that.
It was an end of an era for a number of players then, obviously, and Diccon moved on as well. Breath of fresh air with Jimmy Lowe's coming in. You've probably never had a coach like Jimmy before. No,
I like Jimmy. He's good. I mean, I knew Jimmy previously to that, because when I used to coach at West Park, and he was playing, funny enough. He didn't play many times because he was busy with his coaching over in Warrington and stuff, I think. But to actually work with him as a coach, it was strange, really, because he didn't know much about the game, union at all. This is what I want to do. I don't care if they know what's coming. We're doing it. And he was real honest with the guys, and he set his tone out real early. I remember we had a team run here. I can't remember what game it was. Really early on in the season, and unfortunately, Freddie Burnham read the schedule wrong, and he was supposed to start. And Jimmy said to him, I can't be having you late. That reflects to the, to what happens on the field and stuff like that. And it's our core values. And he said, I'm going to put you on the bench for it. And it sent a massive message out to the boys. And that was it then. Boys were switched on, boys were clued in, never late. Everything was on. You know, he was not afraid to saying, right, you know, this session's not any good. We're going in. We'll come back out. We'll do it again in 2 hours' time. I don't care what time you're here till. You give him what he wanted. He rewarded you. You know, I remember with Jimmy, days were, you know, 9 till 1. 2 o'clock was a late finish for us because, you know, he looks after you. And it was totally different. Never experienced that style of coaching before in my life. Never. And it was good. It was good. Really. I've taken it on board myself as a coach as well, and as a player, it's good to experience that.
And under Jimmy, you became sort of the first choice hooker. There must have been something that you draw a lot of confidence playing week in, week out.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's hard because I like to play every week, you see, but because it's like anything, you want to keep your eye in, you want to keep that game fitness going and stuff. But the way the game is now, how physical it is, it's tough. And you've got to understand as well the way the league structure is about trying to, you know, keep players fresh and that. And it's tough, and you know, you do get them tough calls sometimes. Say, you know, you're playing well. I'm happy with how you're playing, but you're not going to play next week for the next few weeks because of what give them a go, what give you a rest and let you recover. And but Jimmy wasn't like that. He was, no, I'm keeping the same squad, same team. Let's play. You're playing well. You keep playing. If you're not, I'll drop you. And he used the sort of fear of dropping you as that motivation. But again, I remember that year, you know, we got to playoffs with the London Welsh, and you know, I come off, I think, after about 60 minutes, 65 minutes, and to sit on the bench and watch us lose a 13, 14 point lead, whatever it was just soul destroyed. It was upsetting. I remember being sat next to Jimmy at the time, and you know, he wasn't happy himself, and it was just, that's how tight we were, real tight. That's probably the tightest squad I've been in. I'll be honest with you, that's probably the tightest squad I've been in. Yeah, it was tough.
It was almost like quicksand. The harder we tried to hold on to the game, it was just slipping away from us.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair to Welsh, you know, they last 10 minutes they found like another burst of energy. It's like they all had 10 minutes off and a quick Red Bull, and just, you know, I remember them going like the length. They never did it all year. They never went the length all year. They were kicking side, and you know, they didn't play much out of their own half, and you know, we were defending hard, but you know, the big guys, and retain the ball. Well, you retain the ball for 20, 25 phases, you're going to score, really, and that's what they did. And you've got to give a bit of credit to them. But you know, it was tough to take.